Yep.
Does 15
Yes, 15
hit?
hits.
Yeah, hit 15 hits. Yeah. Five points piercing.
Cool.
Well, guys, there's a whole hail of arrows coming in, so apologies for this. First, one of the main arrows are for Gallon. I'm guessing that misses.
DC, it's AC of
One
17.
up top
So.
here. Let's go. That one overshoots and hits the guy down here. So that's one less arrow shot because he's now been just like lost concentration. Guy up here. Gonna take a next shot. Guessing that one missed total.
Yeah, that's a myth.
Arrow just flies over your head. Hits the rock far behind. On this side here. I'm guessing probably misses Maka, but I'm just going to double check. Yeah, it misses. She just kind of ducks it the way and it's like. Phew. Right down here's going to miss his attack. Next one over here. Fires a shot at Maka again. Doesn't hit. And the last one is going to fire at Visca.
Oh my god.
So one. Bastards. Ah, God damn it. Fucking hobgoblins. So, party are in the cart and you're all zooming off. And as you are dashing ahead, you just see in the distance, you see this red tiefling surrounded by 3 hobgoblins.
I just go straight past. I don't know it's Cloud, right?
You don't know it's Cloud.
Yeah, I just fucking tear him past. Later, loser.
Wait, how do we not know it's Cloud?
So-
Because
Cloud
he's
disguised
Mask of
himself.
Many Faces.
Whilst he was stealthed.
Yeah, so no one knows who he is. So you just see a tiefling being surrounded by these guys. You don't know if it's a friend or a foe or ally to them, enemy to them. You don't know.
As the cart comes past, can I bonus action disengage, action jump on the fucking cart?
Hey, you drop, you disengage, and as you make your run towards the cart, make me a dex save, please. An acrobatics.
Acrobatics.
Has he dropped his
Oh, I wish I had
mask
chase
of many
music.
faces?
Didn't expect you to just like fuck run.
Has he dropped his mask?
And also,
No.
as you almost lost your grip on the side, you just managed to get up and are hanging off like kind of that motivational picture of like you can do this kind of cat hanging off the side of the cart. Help! I'm still attached, but dangling from the side as the cart just spurges off.
Just hangs on the side going, could I get a hand, please?
The 3 hobgoblins who were surrounding you are pulling out range weapons and are going to take 3 shots as you are running.
Do we recognise Cloud's voice? Do his voice change with Mask of Many Faces?
Action check as you see this tiefling has just like grabbed on and asking for help.
Yeah,
If
I mean
if I don't recognize it's him, I'm gonna try and kick him off.
21.
Yeah, no.
Anyone? Elspeth recognizes it right away.
I'm like, hey
Galen's
guys, that's
already-
Cloud. That's Cloud.
I grab and pull him on.
As you're shouting, that's Cloud, you just see an arrow hit the cart that was previously aimed at Galen that missed.
Cool.
Next one's coming for Elspeth.
Awesome. Yep. My AC is 11.
That hits.
Yes, it does.
Five points piercing.
Cool.
The last one. Not quite sure who this one's aimed at. Flies over and it actually hits the horse. The guy wasn't even expecting to hit it. He's like,
Is,
the horse
is
takes the hit,
there,
makes a yelp of pain, and starts kind of swaying side to side on the road.
is there,
Total dex check to see if you can keep up, if you can rein it in.
You want just a check or a save?
I'll say a save because I'm nice that way.
Oh, fuck's sake.
could
Just made it.
Galen,
You just managed to, while still got your hands on the reins, just like whoa, 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 and tried to like soothe the horse as it's like galloping full speed ahead. And I'll say you just get away. Oh yeah, well done.
Right. As soon as I think we're out of range of the hobgoblins, I'll drop the command bell so that the horse stops running, and I will heal them. Give us a mic check, Azuzu.
1, 2, 3.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can hear you.
Yeah, we can
Ah,
hear
cool.
you.
No worries.
What was it you said?
No, no, it was
I can't hear him
out.
at all. Hold on a second. I'm going to drop out and see if I can figure this out.
Can you hear me now?
I can hear you.
Very quiet.
Give me 1 second. Let me turn my mic up a little bit. Let me see if I can do that.
Right, that cure wounds is for the horse.
Wait, I've got creamy healing.
Use that on Elspeth.
Don't use that on Elspeth. Fuck off.
Hey, you don't know about it, so behave
No,
yourself.
I know I don't know about it. Well, Elspeth doesn't know about it.
I can just see it now. Squirt, and then Elizabeth just clocks Toto.
You're definitely using the cure wounds on the horse, and is total using the wand of creamy healing on Elspeth. Is that definitely happening?
I mean, it's just a straight D10 for the creamy healing, and it's a D8 plus
Wisdom mod.
5, I think. Oh yeah, it's my wisdom modifier. Is that what it is?
Oh, I don't know
plus
with a.
2,
I
so-
don't know with a ranger.
Becca, do me a favour. Roll me a dex save.
16.
I'll say that as he's using it, as you're like, what the hell is that thing? It just kind of goes on the jacket.
What is this?
Creamy healing.
I don't care what you call it. That's not what I'd call it. I don't want it. Thank you. And she's going to cast Prestidigitation on herself and get rid of it.
Fine, I'll cure wounds.
Is Visca actually laughing, or is that Alex that's laughing?
You get 4 hit points.
Awesome.
You could have got more if you'd have taken the
Exactly.
creamy healing.
Oh, Cloud is laying in the back of the cart, laughing his head off, holding his head at that. Just going, Toto, why didn't you tell me I had that?
I put my creamy healing on his chest.
Anyway, that happened.
I could not get an appropriate gift.
This is awesome. Oh,
So
no,
you need an
that's bad,
inappropriate gift. I will take an inappropriate gift.
Right, you know what you want to do? You want to put in portal white goo. That gift should work for it.
I had some really obscene ones. And I was like, nah, we can't put that on a stream.
By the way, was I right in thinking I remember listening to last time and it was in the middle of the night that this has all occurred?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, if it helps anyone, you actually can't watch this stream on Twitch without agreeing that you're 18 plus. So
Have I set that on my stream?
yep,
I don't know why.
I had to declare I was 18. I have never been insulted more in my life.
Considering the context of how we talk during the games, I think it's appropriate.
True.
Oh yeah, when Elspeth used her spells, was it normal bardic version or was it a different version?
Charm Person was normal bardic version. Every other spell she's accidentally cast has been different, and you can see she's visibly sort of like, I don't fucking know what's going on with me right now.
So, you cast spells you don't normally cast, correct?
See, I'm used to that because that happens every now and again. Like, I suddenly know spells I didn't know before. However, I'm trying to cast spells I know, and different spells are coming out. That's never happened before.
Huh. Can you describe the feeling you had when these spells you don't know were cast?
Panic?
I mean the actual feeling of the spell. Like, for instance, when I cast spells, depending on what I'm casting, I get a different sort of feeling. When I cast a healing spell, I get like a tingling sensation. When I'm casting some sort of attack spell, I get kind of a burning sensation. Do you get any of those?
Well, if you're getting a burning sensation doing anything, you should probably see a medical person for that. It, they don't feel like they're mine.
Hmm.
If that makes sense. Like when I cast my magic, it feels like it's coming from me. This, like, my ability is making that happen. These spells just feel like they've sort of being passed through me, if that makes sense.
I can understand that in a sense.
Cloud sort of cocks his head at that curiously.
What was one of the spells you was trying to cast, but you cast something else?
Both times I tried to cast Fairy Fire. It's the spell that makes you guys able to hit things easier and makes them glow. Neither time that spell came out though.
Okay, then. Can you try casting Fairy Fire again for me? That way I can observe what happened.
I
would
would,
advise.
but I'm pretty tapped. It's the middle of the night. I'm exhausted.
True.
And if we get jumped again, it might be an idea to save any spells we may have.
How are you doing, Toto?
I'm fine. I have not taken any damage.
Good, good.
We can just keep traveling through the night if you want. We can swap out who's driving and just see if we can just keep traveling.
Let's check on the horse, see how it's doing, because it did run for quite a fair bit at full pace, and it did get hit with an arrow. I don't want to overexhaust the poor thing.
How much damage did the horse actually take? I don't think it was rolled for.
I didn't roll the damage for it. I just general hit since she was running away. I didn't expect you to stay in shooting range for long enough for it to become a proper issue.
Would
Though
6 hit points have been enough to fix it, heal it?
I've already healed it with.
Yeah,
he's
that's
already.
what I'm saying. Would 6 have been enough to sort of bring it back to?
Considering
I'll say that's enough. Yeah.
considering the average damage they were doing, it was about 6. Can you speak with the horse, Toto?
No, I can't.
Ah.
Not through any arcane means, but I feel like me and this horse got a real connection, you know?
do. Is the horse male or female?
A male horse.
You do realize it is a male horse, right?
How dare you assume?
It's not assuming when that huge thing dangles down.
All right, I'll give you that. What do you want me to do? What do you want me to do with it anyway? You want me to stop? Do you want me to keep going?
Um, keep going for a little further, then we'll stop. Mostly so that we can let the horse rest. After all, it's carrying us lot. We can't. We're definitely not the lightest load, and he's done a very good job carrying us so far.
Okay, I'll keep going for a little bit until the horse just looks like it just needs to stop, and it's not to the point where it's torturous, but to the point where I'm like, okay, he's tired. Let's bed down or something.
So you guys want to find somewhere off road to settle for the night?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, you just find kind of like a side road that leading off the main kind of track. So quite a distance you've got to go before you get anywhere near Westrun. But you find a nice little area. You think this looks like a decent little campsite. Approach. Anyone want to make an investigation check or anything as you approach this kind of seemingly clear?
Yeah.
I see no. This is a perfectly good spot.
However, Cloud might see something.
Cloud sees what looks like a wagon at the side of the road that's been tipped over.
Cloud sort of gets up and like, I'll go check. Just be ready just in case again.
Before
Cloud.
he goes, Elspeth is going to cast invisibility on him. So she'll just tap him on the shoulder and go, if you're going to go investigate, let's be a little bit safer about this, and cast invisibility.
I knew you cared. As he sort of disappears into invisibility with a grin. And Cloud will go check out around the cart and that, see if anybody's hiding there or if it's just been ransacked.
As you approach, you see that there are these strange kind of bone-like barbs sticking out of one side of the wagon and claw marks. Going around the side of it, you don't really see much apart from just like little bits of debris from the wagon itself, and still not quite fully dried out blood trails leading to the back of the wagon.
Nice. I'd assume that'd be the manticores. Would it look like the right size for the manticore's claws?
Look about the same size, yeah, and the barbs match the ones that they were shooting at you.
Cloud is gonna have a rummage around to see if there's anything of interest, but he doubts it. They've probably been through here, but he'll have a check just in case.
Oh, make me an investigation check. You go around and you're searching. There's like 3 or 4 bodies in quite a bad state at the other side, at the behind the wagon. One of them looks like he's just recently bled out with a few barbs in his stomach. On him, as you suspected, he's been picked clean. Pockets have been visibly torn open. They find what's inside, and it looks like it was a bit of a struggle before he was initially put down.
Cloud will turn around, head back to the cart, and says, "Well, it looks like the hobgoblins had a little bit of a racket going on here. I suggest we carry on for a ways."
Would you like me to drop invisibility as you've just scared the heck out of all of us, or are you happy to stay as you are?
I'm fine like this. I can have a bit of fun. And you just feel a stroke from his tail on your shoulder.
I'm
On
the
the
one
opposite.
controlling the spell, so if you want to start trying to get touchy, I will drop it. You can get touchy with the others, just not me.
Cloud just sort of starts sneaking around, just tapping people's shoulders and like tickling their ears and just being a pest basically a little bit while they're riding along.
Galen is gonna start kicking in whichever direction he gets tickled.
Like, what lashing out? Just, where is this? Show yourself, kind of thing. Taking the piss out of a blind man.
Show yourself, evildoer! Justice waits for no.
From one side of you, you just hear Cloud just goes, "What are you yelling at?" From the other side, his tail's just like stroking your ear.
This is really confusing.
It'll wear off in an hour. Girlspiff's just giggling to herself.
Wake me up when it's my turn for watch.
We're still moving.
Yeah, I'm just
Cloud
waiting
said it
to
was
be
best
told
to.
when to stop.
Cloud said it was best to carry on moving.
Okay. Biscuit tries and just snuggles up on the cot and just tries to fall asleep while sitting up.
I would like to point out that Maka, while she's sitting there just kind of pondering about playing a violin, is also kind of sitting there mildly cross. As you guys, obviously, Cloud remounts the carriage, still pestering everybody as you make off a little bit further down the road.
Can I see? Can I make a roll to see if I can sense that she's angry?
Insight check.
16.
Exact. You can kind of, from the time that you've known Maka, haven't really seen her this actual just like peeved, apart from maybe Galen's drunken exports ticking her off. There seems to be something else that's just kind of like nicking away at her the last little bit.
So Elspeth is gonna go sit next to her and go.
Maka is playing the violin in front of us.
She's sitting there contemplating playing it, but she's kind of sitting there like, not tonight, and just kind of sits there kind of pissed.
Yeah, Elspeth is gonna go sit next to her and go. No, we haven't known each other very long, but you're radiating anger like a beacon. Is there anything I can help with?
Kind of looks at you, and there's a very mild fire in her eyes. Tries to kind of keep her nerve a little bit. And she goes, "They shot at us and we ran."
Sometimes it's about choosing your battles. I get the impression you don't tend to run from much, but sometimes it is the best option.
Retreat
Yes,
is
that's-
always a viable and sound strategy.
Shh, we're having a girl talk over here. Thank you very much.
Sorry.
It throws a hand up at this guy, just like shush kind of thing. And she just sits back, crosses her arm, and goes, "I guess so."
sometimes it's worth leaving people alive. You don't need to kill everything you come across. And she'll pat her on the shoulder and sort of get up and walk away.
Carry on traveling to the point where the horse starts to show visible signs of needing rest, like proper rest at this point. So he's carrying on a good few miles further, and it's a case of getting on a seemingly clear road. Doesn't seem to be anyone around. You settle down for the night, if you wish.
Yeah, if it looks like that's the end of it. Toto will pull the horse in. Kind of just pull up at the side of the road, let everyone know. It's gonna give it a rest for tonight. If anyone's got anything they want to do, I guess like domes or whatever.
You can see Elspeth visibly contemplating if she wants to cast Tiny Hut.
Toto is going to use his last first level spell slot to cast Alarm specifically around the horse. I don't want that horse dying.
Elspeth will
Rest.
cast Tiny Hut.
And my raven will circle the camp, bit in the air, just keeping an active eye out for any.
So you send it up and make it a perception check, please.
Bear with me for a second. I need to find the raven's stat block. Nat 20.
Notice through the raven's eyes, straight north, where Westrun is, it sees it in the distance, but to the northeast and a little bit further out, closer to where you guys are currently, but on the east kind of side of the roads, far out, there was a sudden green flash, and it happens again and again. And it gets more faint with each pulse that you see. Eventually, it goes away. You also noticed that there was a crate left not too far from outside the encampment that you've set up. And it looks like the earth around it was kind of like well trodden and flattened almost. And this thing looks like it's fell off a cart.
I'll tell the party all this.
Maybe something to note for morning.
Yeah, I mean, we can explore it in the morning. The raven's gonna keep going up. Yeah, we'll keep an eye out the whole night, so it shouldn't be a problem.
How far away would he say the green flash is?
A good. Let's just say if Westrun was like, remember what our count was from last time we played.
I think we've still got like 4 days to go or something.
But see if you were to continue north, that was the case. It was 4 days to Westrun. See if you were to take a day and a half from that and then turn east. you'd probably get to this place.
Oh, sorry, I'm really wrong. Westrun to Stillburn, 16 days. So I
That's on
think we've
foot.
only been trapped.
We've
Oh,
been
yeah,
traveling a
yeah.
little bit. I'm
But,
trying to do. I was
yeah.
trying to say if like just again, I don't want to say where this place exactly is to kind of give it away, but
So
there's at
yeah,
least
we've been traveling about 6 days, so four more days by cart.
yeah. Yeah, that's roughly about. So we're roughly about right. Yeah, we'll never mind the math. We'll just kind of fudge the math a little bit. If it was 4 days straight to Westrun from now, it is like a 2.5 straight ahead, then a day and a half to the east to get to where the splashes were.
Can we figure out where it is by looking at? We've got a map, haven't we?
Yeah.
Somebody take a look, try and figure out where this light's coming from.
Like a history check, both. If it actually not, no, it would be a history check, but from where roughly it was said, either Galen or Elspeth, given her age, not to be pointing
Are
the
you
year older,
calling
but
her old?
well, she's
You
been
are
around the block a
compared.
few times and she's travelled.
She has been around the block a few times and she has travelled a lot.
And Galen, having spent a little bit of time wandering aimlessly through Tal'Dorei, might pick up where rumours as to where, given how precise a location he got, and where you guys are helping, looking at the map, if those two can do history checks first.
Do we make a history check each, or should one of us roll with advantage?
Roll with advantage, one of you.
I'll let Elspeth do it because my history is 0.
Okay. $17.
Location sounds familiar, but you can't quite place it by name or what it was. You kind of, it's something you didn't grasp as important at the time because you thought, that can't be. Bugger that kind of thing. If Toto and Cloud want to do a history check themselves separately, kind of like from what we know or what we don't know, but we kind of cross reference and whatever.
I got a
Or just fuck
-2,
off.
but I'll give it a go. Nope.
Nothing either. Shit.
What is it you guys are trying to figure out?
There was a green light. The Raven saw a green light just sort of. Was it east of Westrun, did we say? And we're just trying
On
to.
the road you're traveling towards Westrun, it's like a straight drop east.
Okay, so it would be east of the way we're travelling towards Westrun. We're just trying to work out sort of what's in that area there. I feel like it's something important, but I've travelled a lot and apparently I wasn't paying attention.
I know there are a couple little places around Westrun. Nothing springs to mind. Hmm.
Oh yeah, I forget you're from this area.
Yes, it's the
Well,
reason we're heading there.
if you'd roll with advantage, Visca, because obviously you're the local, I was kind of leaving you to last in case someone else got it first.
Yeah, no problem. I've got it.
Nat 20.
Get a very nauseating chill up your spine as you remember the ghost stories of a place known as the Shade Barrow. Pretty much bang on from previous records as to where that flash came from.
Oh, God, not there. I point on the map. This area here. Known
The
as
exact
Shade.
location you don't know, but you kind of go, see this general area is Nokesville.
Yeah, that's kind of what I do with my finger. I actually take out my quill and ink and I just draw a circle on the map, and I literally write "nope" in the circle. We do not want to go anywhere near that. One of my colleagues went there once. They disappeared for about, I think it was a month. When they came back, they weren't themselves. Let's just put it like that.
Well, now I
Well,
want to go.
I know a few people who've been to specific brothels and have come back differently.
Right.
I'm probably the reason they've come back differently.
Right. Let me put it like this. Right. He was a more rotund fellow. He came back skinnier and nearly as short as Toto. He was human. That's why it's a nope area. Only the highest level members of the Order with a team of paladins are permitted to go there now since that happened. Trust me, it's a place we are better off avoiding altogether.
I said I was interested. I didn't say I was going there anyway.
I know, but I also know the saying that curiosity killed the cat.
I've been
Oddly
curious
aimed.
my whole life, but I'm still alive. I've got a good knack for it.
That's because perhaps you know your limits.
How many lives do you have remaining?
All of them, my dear, obviously. I'm not foolish enough to try and get killed.
I'll choose to believe you.
Even if you do, you've got my creamy healing.
Exactly. I've got
Which
Toto
begs,
now to keep watch my back. With
I'm-
his dead shot and his creamy wand, we can't go wrong.
I'm pretty sure that wand will be the closest he gets to putting creamy white stuff over anybody.
which also begs the question: just how matted is Toto's chest fur now?
Do you mean clouds?
Clouds, yes.
Although Toto's got a pretty big chest fur.
That does not surprise me.
Cloud takes pristine care of his fur, thank you. It's just always in tip-top shape.
Yeah, but you've had
Not a strand. Yeah, it just rubs in like moisturizer, straight down to the skin.
oh god.
Plus, you've got a
That-
bard with prestidigitation, so.
I'm just picturing Toto going, now the kitty puts it on its skin.
Anyway,
It's just those moments when Cloud's like sat there licking himself, getting clean.
Now that I've helped, I'm going back to sleep. Wake me when it's my turn to keep watch.
the next time Elspeth sees Cloud licking himself, she's gonna go, you know, I could do that quicker for you, correct?
Rephrase that, please.
No.
Oh, dude.
No, she said it.
I don't know what's worse, the
Yeah.
fact that you said that, or the fact that my mind immediately went to the gutter as soon as
Yo.
you did.
Yo, Elspeth meant it how she said it.
What's Cloud's perception again?
18.
You just see one hell of a dirty look from Visca when he hears that.
I'm talking about cleaning yourself, of course. And she'll wink at you.
Cloud has just got the biggest grin and just sort of sees Visca's disgusted face and it just gets even. You don't think his smile can get bigger, but it just does when he sees Visca. And he just like, anytime, my dear, just let me know.
Toto gives Elspeth the same look Visca gives Cloud.
Does Elspeth see the dirty look from Toto?
What's your passive perception?
14.
I say yeah. I got a side eye. No,
Elspeth
Mac
will
is just sitting
note
in the
that for
corner just
later.
biting a finger. I don't want to say anything, just like, oh, for fuck's sake. Then I'm just like,
About an hour before dawn, well, an hour before everyone else is going to wake up, Elspeth is going to sort of. Is it just Maka that's an elf, or is someone else in the party an elf?
I think it's just
Just
Maka.
So I'm going to gently sort of. She doesn't sleep because she's an elf, but I'm sort of gently going to nudge her to bring her out of her meditation if she's had about as much as she needs, sort of about an hour before everyone else is going to wake up.
Yeah, she's back to her full-on slightly psychotic self.
She's going to go, look, I need a favour. I want to walk quite a distance away for a moment, which means Tiny Hut is going to drop, and I don't want to leave the group unprotected. Would you watch just for the next hour or so until everyone's awake? I should be back before they wake, but I just didn't want to leave them unprotected.
Oh, that's fine.
Awesome, thank you. And Elspeth is gonna jump off the back of the cart and walk a good 20 minutes away, as far as she can get. And she's gonna sit there, practicing spells and trying to work out what's causing the spells she doesn't understand.
Oh,
And
as you're walking, by the way, just out of just to kind of help keep it in mind, is that the crate that Gallon had pointed out with his raven is kind of roughly the same spot as where you're kind of just casting stuff to kind of just to make things.
Oh,
relevant. Keep
check
it
in the
in mind.
crate while I'm there then. If I notice it, I'll just sort of peek inside. She's curious.
Hopefully, Biscuit will wake up for the other non-elf, simply because he was the first one to go to sleep. And with a smirk on his face, he's going to look over to Cloud, noticing Elspeth's gone and Maka's wake. Do you know where Elspeth went?
Are you asking Cloud or Maka?
Maka.
Is it? She going for a walk.
Okay. Oh yes, what's about to happen? Our little secret. Just a cheeky grin comes across Visca's face as he whispers into Cloud's ear, casting suggestion. When you wake, you will find Toto to be the most attractive being on this planet. You will do anything for him, for he is your one true love.
Be really careful about how this spell is worded, by the way. If you read that and again anything that's out of character, quote unquote, you are allowed to say no. It immediately fails. If it's in any way's inclination, make the wisdom save.
Sorry, can you repeat that?
So if you think the suggestion is out of Cloud's character, you can just say no, it automatically fails. But if you think it might be in his character, if you make a wisdom to save to see if the suggestion works.
To fall in love with Toto? to see Toto as my true love. I'm sorry, but Cloud's not actually bi. He's completely straight.
That's worth a shot.
And you said you come up to Cloud's ear and whisper it in his ear while he's sleeping.
Yep.
The second you get near, I'd assume Cloud's perception registers him, even though Cloud's asleep.
Yeah, I wouldn't say it gives him completely away. You kind of thought he was just walking close. It wasn't until he actually says, blah, blah, blah. You go, oh no. Pencil
As
space.
as you finish saying what you say, you just feel a slight tap by your right between your crotch, and Cloud has his claws out right next to your junk. And you just hear him not even open his eyes. He just goes, "Good try, my friend, but next time make sure you're not so vulnerable." And he'll just split your trousers straight down the crotch, and then curl back over.
Mending repairs them. And just the word, I thought it would be funny. Never mind. At least I know something about you now.
What's in the crate near Elspeth?
Okay. Back to the crate with Elspeth. Are you going to practice your spells first, or are you going to try and unlock this thing?
I'll probably try and unlock that thing first, because I'd rather not be practicing spells right next to a box that I don't know what it is, because that shit could blow up in my face.
Cool. How do you wish to try and open it?
Try and just normally unlock it to start with. I don't have thieves kits, so just sort of see if I can like turn a latch or something if there's anything on the box that will open it.
We'll pat around it and appears it's usually locked by some sort of heavy looking key. There's a very heavy padlock in the front of it.
Can I see the key around me anywhere?
Perception check.
22.
22, you don't see the key. It would appear that whoever was in charge of the keys is obviously no longer around and never left this bit. But as you're looking about, you do notice that there is actually something else that's going to fill a little bit behind it. Kind of almost trodden it in the muck. You wouldn't have noticed it otherwise.
Okay.
Damn you for getting higher than 20. Is a selection of tools in a little box.
Okay. Would I know what these tools are?
Thieves' tools.
Okay. Fuck. I'm gonna try and open it with the thieves' tools.
Okay, you're not. Are you proficient with
Nope.
these tools, or are you just nope? So no proficiency bonus. So you
Nope.
try and make a sleight of hand, see if you can try and break it open.
Nope.
People make this look so easy. Why is it not working?
I'm more than 120 feet away, aren't I? Not from the box, from the people I've walked away from. I walked for about 20 minutes, so I assume I'm
Yeah,
out.
you're more than
Yeah.
120 feet.
It's fine, so message wouldn't work, that's great. I'll keep note of where the box is and I'll just start practicing and seeing what the fuck is going on with my magic. Aiming not at the box.
Okay. You doing anything in particular?
She's just. It seems to mainly be when she's trying to cast Fairy Fire, so she's gonna just try and cast that and see what comes out. I don't know. I don't know if I need to make a special roll or if I can decide that it just sort of comes out as Fairy Fire.
As you're trying to cast Fairy Fire, I would say, as you kind of try and conjure it out and you push your hand out, prestidigitation just makes like a bunch of stones nearby uneasily clean. Just
Honest to God, what is going on with my magic right now? She'll get super frustrated and just like try casting a different spell and see if that comes out as it should. She'll try and cast. I'm trying to think I'm trying to work out which are her bard spells and which are her cleric spells. She's gonna try and cast Thunder Wave because that won't bring anyone's attention.
as you try and cast on the wave, I'm guessing that with being a level 1 cleric, she has Sacred Flame.
She does. That's her cantrip. Yeah.
Try and cast on the wave, you just I just have like this radiant energy just burst forth, just like fire. Just you try and pat your hands out. It's like, oh shit, nope, that's not what I meant.
Okay. At that point, she's just gonna give up. How big is the crate?
It's pretty big. It's like a big chest.
Okay. Can I try and lift it?
With strength, you can certainly try.
Fuck. Do you want me to make a strength check?
Yeah.
Nope.
You don't even budge it a little bit. You're just
Oh my
like
fucking God.
going red in the face, and you can just feel your heels digging into the dirt a little bit just as you're trying to move it.
I know what I'm gonna do. I brought the doggy with me because the doggy is always with me because I don't trust fucking Visca with him. I'm gonna try and get the doggy to go back and get Cloud.
Sure. So you're sending just the wolf pup.
Yep. I'm gonna go. Look, can you go and get Cat? The creature, the big creature that you normally chase, that you don't chase because he's good. Can you go and get the cat?
Get an animal handling check.
Oh Jesus. 12.
And it pops about a little bit, and then starts heading back towards the cart.
Awesome. I'm gonna sit on the chest and wait for him and whoever he brings back. Hopefully Cloud back. Muttering to myself the entire time about my fucking powers and why they're fucking up.
So Elspeth sent a random animal to go get Cloud.
No, Elspeth has sent her doggo to go and get Cloud.
Oh, would the Raven have seen Elspeth walk away?
It came back and she left, so I would say it stopped doing its rounds just when she left to kind of get a little bit of privacy, but you could send it back up.
No, I think Alan will still be asleep at this point.
How are you feeling this morning, Maka?
She doesn't look as pissed off, but she's still obviously quite unhappy that she's like, okay, I guess.
I can understand being frustrated, and I get that, but you must remember, they did outnumber us quite a bit. We only have a very limited combat ability, especially if we're going to be protecting the whore.
Sorry, out of character. Did you say protecting the horse or protecting the whore?
Horse!
Okay, that's not what I heard. I was like, excuse me? Who the fuck are you referring to there?
Obviously, Total.
Oh, definitely Toto.
Anyway,
Brilliant.
sorry to interrupt. I just wanted to clarify.
But I just want you to know that when we do come into combat, I'm thankful that you're by our side. You're a great ally and an excellent fighter, and I'm thankful we have someone like you along with us.
Mm, thank you.
You're welcome. Um, if you'll excuse me, I'm going for a walk in. I'm going to head down the road a little bit, just scout ahead. And
I could just
it's
kind of sit back of the cart, contemplating stuff.
this will get off the cart and head down the road somewhat, just to get an eye out for what's ahead, make sure the path is clear.
Go out, and immediate path ahead of you seems to be clear. Open road with Westrun in the far distance.
Yeah, he'll keep walking for. He'll walk for at least 200 feet away from the cart just to get some fresh air and just look over the road and whatnot, just to see if he can spot anyone coming up the road as well.
Okay, make a perception check.
No problem. $11.
Nothing. Just pleasant little walk. We don't really see anything. You just kind of, the only thing you kind of get is as you're walking, you just kind of from on the previous night just get the kind of vague recollections of all the ghost stories and nastiness you had about the shade barrow.
I never want to go there. Oh, I guess it looked like I guess I should head back to the cart.
Has the doggo slash wolf come to us?
I would say you can just hear the kind of little yelps as it's kind of approaching from what tall grass and just appears.
Please tell me it goes for Cloud.
It can again. It kind of goes like circles the wagon a little bit. Sits at the horse, looks at it for a minute, and then when it obviously catches eyes on Cloud, it kind of just goes, "Oh, you!" and just kind of sits and wags its tail, cocks its head a little bit as if like, "Okay, now I'm here, not sure what to do." Kind of look on its face.
Cloud is sort of sat there like so.
That's awesome.
Contemplating, looks there and like, "So what are you doing, my little friend? Where is your mother? Did he run back off or?"
Uh, he kind of just looks in a sort of general direction, and sorry, I just looked at that gif there, and I can't take it seriously. As you're sitting there filing your nails with like a dagger or something, he just lifts a paw and points in a certain direction when it came from.
Looks a bit whimsical, but he's like, "Okay, I'll bite." And he gets up and starts walking in that direction. I assuming Elsbeth is in that direction. Well, he starts walking that direction and sees if the doggo follows or leads or whichever.
Yeah, it leads. As soon as you start moving, it gets up and starts kind of leading away. all
Yeah,
grass
I'll-
and then that's
Yeah,
good.
I'll follow it.
And after a good 10 minutes, you can just hear the kind of frustrated, kind of half pissed, but more just confused yelping of Elspeth as she's tried various spells out, and they're just like random effects are seeming to happen. Also
Morning,
notes
my
your
dear.
chest.
Oh, good morning. Hey, you're learning, and I'll pet the dog. I can't open that because apparently I'm fucking useless at everything right now. But I assumed you may be better than I am at it. And you might find these useful, and I'll sort of fling the thieves' tools at him.
He catches them and then with his other hand he sort of pulls out a pack similar to it.
Yeah, you pull out a similar bit. It's like your same general set of tools of basically just a different brand. You
You find these as well?
I did find those. And I know you have your own set, but it's always good to have a backup.
This is true. And he hands them back to you and says, "But it's always good to make sure someone else keeps an eye, takes care of them."
I'm not sure that's a good idea at the moment, but okay. And she'll slip them into her pocket.
And Cloud will turn around and have a go at the chest.
go ahead. Riding up all confident, going, watch how it's done, and you mess about, and you just feel one of the tools in your kit just go snap. Not in the lock, but that sort of just like, shit, I was trying to show off there.
God fucking damn it. Hey, Amy.
Hey.
Hey, Maka.
Hello.
Hey.
Welcome, welcome.
You joined us at probably the best point you possibly could have joined us.
Why? What did I miss?
Well,
Just
for
Did
as
you have a
starters,
cat purr?
was that?
Did someone else just hear a cat purr, or was that me?
I heard a cat.
That wasn't me. No, I don't know. I don't know what's going on here.
Okay.
What the fuck?
I have a cat.
Everyone's got a cat. Seriously, guys.
My cat is miles away right now.
Anyway,
Maybe you can hear my cat.
That
Possibly.
was probably it.
Should we catch Maka up and then carry on?
So we killed the manticores, and then we were approached by a large group of hobgoblins. It seems the hobgoblins were the manticores were the hobgoblins, and they approached us, but we were like, nah, there's no way we're fighting them, so we ran. Then we made camp. Elspeth went a bit AWOL, tried to open a chest, failed. Tried to carry the chest, failed. Now we're just waiting for someone to open the chest. And where we left Maka was, she was, I think, a bit annoyed at us for running away from the fight.
Do you want me to open the chest?
You're not with us, it's just me and Cloud at the moment. We're quite a way away from the group.
Okay.
Cloud will try again, being a bit frustrated at this lock, being a little bit out of practice as well.
go ahead. After the first initial embarrassing blunder,
I was using the wrong pin.
you managed to, of course, undo the lock.
I'll have a quick check to make sure there's no like traps or anything on it, and such, to make sure it's just.
Perception check. Noticed that there was a very surprisingly, I wouldn't call it crude, but I wouldn't call it overly sophisticated. But there was a very mechanism on it that if you were to open the chest a certain way without undoing a little latch at the sides, there was a blade attached to a spring mechanism that would go for roughly, on an average height person, the chest. But you managed to kind of feel out the tumbler bits and turn them off, and when you lift the cage, you just see the mechanism underneath going, "Oh, that would be nasty," and just go open.
I'll just take the blade and dismantle it and open the chest and have a little look inside. Cool. I turn around and go, Elizabeth, got it. If you want to have a look with me.
I'm very glad you're here because I would not have thought to dismantle the blade. I would probably be dead right now.
You wouldn't be dead. It'd just be a bit of a pain.
Oh god, can you imagine? Elspeth just goes on a walkabout and then we don't
Never
see her for
returns.
like 2 weeks.
Yeah, she'd be gone a long time, guys. What the fuck?
She'll come over and look in the box with him.
Hey, you look in the box. What did I? I put stuff in the box.
Hopefully not another rod of creamy healing.
What? Why not? There's
Everlasting lube.
I want it.
The
No,
changeable
that's
clothes
Jack.
that
I'm
are.
not gonna lie. I had the sovereign glue in the DMG. Just open up there. I was just like ready to rename it and just give you the like sovereign lube.
Can you imagine? Elspeth wanders off, Cloud comes after it, and they come back with lube.
To see Visca's face.
See Toro's face.
Oh please! I really just want that to happen just to see Visca's face.
It's just a
Okay,
crate full of baby
That's just going to
oil.
be like the random item in the box that no one knows is there. Not even the people who own the box knows it's there. It's just that don't touch this. It's sitting in the corner. Very strange looking bottle. The rest of its contents, if I can find the post.
Killamuth's changing clothes from another dimension.
Actually, yeah, why not? I mean, yeah, there's a very weird cloak in here that looks like, well, not a cloak, sort of more formal attire. That as soon as Elspeth touches it, the fabric starts to change.
Oh, that's interesting.
And I'm trying to find something that I know won't immediately break the party because I'm trying. I was going to give one item out that I've been wanting to give out, but I'm like, no.
So
Not
basically,
yet.
you're trying to find an item that we can't make an innuendo out of.
That too, but
Yo, I know what Elspeth's just got. She's gonna fucking love that. Well, depending on who it goes to, it might not go to Elspeth.
there is. There is a wand sitting in the corner. 2 satchel bags of something that you're not quite sure. With looks like string coiled round on the front part. And what else have we got here? Job searching all day and don't look at your D&D shit. Sorry guys, give me a sec.
No problem. Dun-dun, dun-dun, dun-dun-dun-dun.
Hand of Vecna.
No, I got Vecna. Oh, look, we've got a replacement for Visca.
Yo, technically you have your original. It's just hanging around Elspeth's neck, being a pain in the ass right now.
Excellent.
There
So-
are 4 vials of some sort of substance that you're not quite sure that have got a little skull and crossbones, bit of parchment stuff between them on a little rack. And there's like 2 other bottles that have been clearly separated from the others of 2 superior healing potions. Also like a bunch of rations and 2 small daggers of similar kind of aesthetic and styling to the hobgoblin weapons that you just encountered the night before.
Is there also actually lube in the box? Just confirming.
Yeah. That I just
Okay.
had to put that. I had a little kind of like corner bit of the box. I just thought, you know what? No one, people are just like in a scripture that you can't really read, but for like metagaming purposes, is like you say, "Ew, ew, don't touch." No, commander says, "Don't touch."
Well, should we take what we found back to the others?
That's what you should have done. The alchemist jug.
That's what I was gonna say. That's what we need.
Oh, God.
Toto can just summon lube every day.
Sorry, couldn't help it. Had to be done.
That's fine.
We carefully remove everything. I'll have a Cloud will have a quick look at that little note between the 4 vials.
Okay, make a insight check. You can tell that they're poisons, but you can't tell which is which.
Ooh.
2 of them are
Could
identical.
I,
The other 2 are individual bottles or vials. Sorry.
As I've taken level 3 rogue in assassin, I have proficiency with poisonous kits.
That you do, yeah.
But I don't have a poisonous kit, so I can't identify it without that. Can I, or can I use my alchemist kit?
I'll say you can tell the poisons, but the specific types you cannot gather until you've with a poisonous kit, so you can identify and implement. Because otherwise,
Yeah.
you can mix them up and not finish the process of refining these to
But I
using
definitely
results.
know they're different types of poison. So Cloud will put them away, and we'll gather everything else up, and we'll head back to the others if Elizabeth is ready.
Yeah. Elspeth's just playing with the cloth or the clothing that she's found and seeing how it changes.
Cloud will walk a little bit slower as they head back and sort of turn to Elizabeth. You were saying yesterday about your powers feeling different. Instead of you making your magic happen, it felt more like you were channeling it.
Well, less like I was channeling it and more like someone was using me to cast it, but yes.
And that's not normal for you?
Oh no. When I normally cast, I very much feel it's definitely coming from me. Why?
Just curious.
Okay. Elspeth doesn't believe you, but she's not gonna pry. She's just gonna go, well, if you need to talk, you know where I am. I'm not hard to miss. I'm the person that can't actually do anything useful at the moment.
Well, you maybe not good in a direct fight, but with you, it definitely makes it easier for everybody else weaving your spells.
If only I could actually weave my spells at the moment.
Yes, but you did fire off I have no idea what it was, but it was a bright sight of light that hit one of those manticores with great force.
Good point. Maybe I'll get used to whatever's going on.
It's a little bit of advice when it comes to that sort of magic. Instead of, well, if you're used to making your own magic, and this feels like something channeling through you in a way, just, well, go with the flow. Just feel it more. It's maybe a little bit difficult for someone who has their own power, but that type of thing, just trust that the magic knows what it's doing, or at least where it's coming from knows what it's doing.
Thank you. Thank you for your advice. Hopefully, wherever it's coming from, I can reach a balance between being able to use my arcane abilities as well as theirs.
Yes, it's a good balance is always good. Nice.
I'll say that with that last little bit, you just get within sort of, your shot of the others at the cart. The cart.
As we walk in, Cloud, if Elsbeth allows him, will have his arm looped through hers.
Yeah, Elspeth will allow that.
Walk back in. But on the opposite side of Cloud, in his belt, is a peculiar pot of liquid.
Also take two satchels with the string coiled in it.
Yeah, we take everything with us.
Yeah, everything came with us.
Galen is gonna summon some invisible popcorn, waiting for Visca to see what happens.
How does Visca react when he sees the two of them coming back?
Well, yes, that's my answer. And he'll just go into his bag and take out one of his bigger books and just start reading it. Just let me know when we're ready to go.
Aka, was there anything you wanted to do while the others were doing things on the cart?
Maka may have gone AFK again.
No, she just muted.
No, I'm here.
Is there anything you want to do in the cart before the party moves off?
No.
So the others remount the cart with their findings, and you just carry on on the road. First hour or two uneventful. Please wish to proceed. Would anyone want to do anything? Say anything?
If we load up onto the car, I'll put down pretty much most of the stuff we found. Obviously, Cloud would have given Elizabeth one of the superior healing potions and kept one for himself, and he would have kept the 4 vials of poison. But he'd put everything else on the cart and have a look through it with everybody. People who can do identify, to check the wand out and any other bits and pieces that might look or can be detected for magic.
Cool.
Elspeth is still sort of no, fingering's the wrong word. Jesus Christ.
Oh,
Sort of feeling the clothing that was found and seeing if she can work out what changes it.
Say that this is something far beyond your current understanding of magic. It is very surprisingly sophisticated. It just seems to be as you're thinking of whatever material it is, as you try to figure it out, it changes as you're thinking whatever the material is.
Awesome.
Biscuit, are you sending to message London? We are on the main road, still coming to Westrun, about 4 days away. Where are you?
There's a bit of silence before you get the answer back going. 2 days out from Westrun. See you when you arrive.
Oh, I didn't notice that before. That's actually an extremely low chance for it not to arrive. If the person, if the target's on another plane. Interesting. Oh, did you want me to use identify on these things?
if you'd be so kind. And
Sure.
Cloud will have a look through the satchel bags.
As Visca uses identify, the wand of invisibility.
We have a wand of invisibility. I'm not sure how many charges it has at the moment. I think once you hold on to it for a while, you'll probably have a good idea. Considering how you like to sneak about, probably best you have it, Cloud.
Are you sure? Truth be told, I'm pretty good at hiding without invisibility.
True, but it does seem more suited to your sort of skill set.
Well, if everybody else is happy with that, I will hold on to it for the time being.
I'm okay with that. I can, well, when it's working, I can cast invisibility myself.
Usually I don't need invisibility, so I don't need it.
As for the satchels, you try and open them up and you realise that they're very tightly wrapped. You just manage to score a corner of one of them and try and see what's inside it. And the strange powder starts to come out of the scratch.
Uh, does anybody does anybody have a what is it called? Detect magic or something along those lines?
Um, Can
I hear detect magic.
um, for that, can I have a look at the powder?
And
Um, what color is? What color and texture is it? Is it like a fine powder, fine white powder, or red gritty powder, or is it a coarse
black and
black?
chalky.
Hmm.
With a little bit of coarse bits through it.
Ah, I think I know what this is. I smell it.
No.
Yeah. Yeah. This is
Very acute idea as to what this might be.
this is black powder. It's what's used in those firearms, the pistol. Um, keep it away from fire.
Cloud sort of looks at Maka and then drags the bag closer to him.
Yeah. The moment Cloud looks up to Maka, Visca turns and looks at Maka as well. That sadly means Maka, you're not getting within 10 feet of that bag, okay? Just a precaution.
Okay.
It also means, Galen, you're not ever handling the bag.
Ha! What bag?
Don't worry about it.
Don't
Can
worry,
I have it?
I have some plans for it.
I would like a little bit of that gunpowder as well, if there's enough to spare me. If you, I want to try and make some explosive arrows at some.
Is this like 2 satchel bags full of gunpowder then?
Yes.
So in layman's terms, it's 2 satchel bombs.
Yeah, pretty much.
Elspeth is going to bring the
Fucking
clothing
hell.
over. Excuse Jason in the background. Elspeth is going to bring the sort of clothing material over to Visca and ask him if he thinks he could identify that for her.
I can give it a try, see what I turn on, and I'll again use identify. Of course, I'm ritually casting these, so that I don't have to expend the spell slot.
Fine. These are just running on an open road anyway. And I can't remember the exact name of it, but it is the item that you were looking for. It
The
is
clothes of the changeling.
Clothes of the Changeling, yeah.
Interesting. I believe they're referred to as the clothes of the changeling. My best approximation in what they do. I'm guessing depending on the wearer, they change to fit how the wearer is feeling. Something into that.
Well, they seem to be changing as I think of different materials, so maybe it's more they changed what you want them to be.
Yes, I think I'm not that knowledgeable about tieflings and changelings and their ways, so I can only assume conscious thought is what drives how it transforms. But other than that, yes, I believe he'll change if you think, if you concentrate long enough on what you want it to appear like. Yes.
Elspeth's going to turn to the rest of the group and go, does anyone mind if I have these? I think my area of expertise is more suited to deception of this kind. Certainly, if anyone else wants them, I'm more than happy to give them obviously over. But I think these would be well suited to my niche in this group we've got here.
You take them.
I have no issues
Okay.
with it. Everyone just looking at Galen.
Gallons doesn't have devil sight on, so he's just kind of seeing blurs at this point. Like, sure, I don't know what I'm agreeing to, but sure.
Good boy.
Elspeth's gonna go, thank you very much for identifying us, and she's gonna kiss Visca on the cheek.
You're welcome. Oh yes. Is your magic okay, or are you still having issues?
I'm still having issues.
Well, when we take a break, why don't you show me what the issue is? Maybe I'll be able to help figure it out.
Maybe that'd be a good idea.
After all, one of the few things I'm trained in is Arcana.
The magic doesn't feel arcane to me. I said it feels like it's being cast through me, but it doesn't feel.
Thing. All forms of magic, even the forms of celestial magic which I use, is a form of the arcane. It's just it takes different forms depending where it comes from. For instance, with a bard, the magic, at least from my perspective, tends to be lighter and more joyful depending on the situation. For a cleric, it's more, at least for my sort of magic, it's more calming and quiet. For instance, when Maka uses her magic, some more. It gives the feeling of like a crash, if you know what I mean by that.
I do know what you mean.
Whilst Galen's magic seems to be comes across more like an aura that envelops him. And the magic I've seen Cloud use seems it's more like feels kind of like the wind enveloping him. Then the magic I've seen and felt Toto use kind of feels like the feeling of walking on grass without any shoes on.
I've never done that.
It's quite nice. It's been a long time since I've done it, but it is a pleasant feeling. Oh, I do apologize if my summary of any of your magics offended you. I didn't mean to. It's just the way I perceive your magics. If you perceive them another way, please tell me. I'd be fascinated to know how you feel your own magic come through. Iska literally looking at everyone on with a quill and book, just hoping someone will actually tell him something different.
I have magic.
Isn't that how you get your eyes and your hands?
No, I usually thought it was just her giving it to me. I'll point at the raven.
And without magic, how would a raven give those to you?
I don't know, you have to ask her.
How do you know that's a she?
We spoke before.
Visca notes that down. And what did the raven sound like?
I don't. Huh. What does she sound like?
So it definitely sounded like a woman.
Yeah, I remember that much.
Did she sound like Elspeth or more like Maka when she spoke?
Like Mecca. Yeah, like her. But I don't know whether that was just Mecca or not.
Elspeth is going to sit herself down next to Visco and just sort of put her head on his shoulder. And watch him write.
Galen, you said you get your sight from the Raven.
Yep.
Even the sight that allows you to see through magical darkness.
Yep.
Huh. That's interesting. Cloud sort of turns away and then goes,
I thought everyone could do that. Isn't that what everyone can do?
No.
well, he sort of looks at everybody and Cloud's sort of like jade eyes. He like waves his hand and they shimmer and they turn to yellow as he drops his devil sight.
Not every one of us can do it, but Cloud seems to be able to perform some form of magic, either akin or very similar to yours. But the feeling of it is slightly different from how yours comes about. Cloud's tends to shimmer, whilst yours tend to glow.
I think you guys need to speak to the Raven. I think she might be able to help you.
You do realise when all we hear from the Raven is the cars.
She takes a moment to come around, but once she does,
How are you doing, Sam? Toto. Jesus Christ.
I'm doing okay. I'm just concentrating on getting us there, I guess.
Cloud puts down in the middle of the cart 2 daggers, a short sword, and what was I looking at? No, no, no. And a wand of shock and grasp, and some leather armor. And just goes, does anybody need any of this?
Oh, that reminds me. Toto, everyone. We should be meeting someone in about 2 days or so. A friend of mine, I want to introduce you to him. I thought I'd let you know just to let. Well, Vicar quickly glances at Mecca to let no one attacks him on sight, just to be on the safe side.
Okay.
You feel Elspeth's demeanor just sort of drop a little bit.
Actually, I don't attack random people. You don't need to tell me that.
Okay.
If he don't try to kill us, I won't kill him first.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know. That is actually quite reassuring, Maka. Thank you.
Thank you too.
I do want that gunpowder.
We'll talk about that later, my friend. Trust me, I have a few ideas.
All right.
If need be, I can always help you with that. My divine blessing gives me the ability to gain knowledge in certain things that I don't have full knowledge in at the moment, if you know what I mean.
That might come in helpful as well. Yes, I'm thinking of a few ideas that would be quite innovating, shall I say.
All I want to do is attempt to use my tinkerer's tools to make some explosive arrows. That's all I want. Just enough for a couple of arrows. I just want to blow the shit out of something.
Yeah.
Oh,
If
definitely, mate.
If Toto asks me for his help with that, and I use Channel Divinity for it, I know exactly how I'm going to.
Really want to do this?
If we get a chance when we get time to stop.
Yeah.
You can do it while you're on the cart. You're doing next to nothing as you're riding along.
Do you want me to have a try at making some explosive arrows for you? If you've got the tools, of course.
Go for it. I've got Tinkerer's tools. I'm proficient with Tinkerer's tools as well, so I can.
Right. Do you want someone to take over the cart whilst you try and do that, or would you rather?
Galen is already at the front without even being asked.
All right, I'll
Cloud
give.
gives them some of the gunpowder and then puts the satchel over his shoulder, gets off the cart, and walks about 30, 40 feet behind them.
Right.
I'll
I'm
give the
going to do.
reins to Galen and ask Maka to be the eyes. You're gonna have to watch him because he can't see shit.
Yeah, and I'm going to channel divinity to gain knowledge to get proficiency in Tinker's tools. By channeling the spirit of a certain person, if you wish to do that voice, Scott.
I know who you're referring to.
I shall make sure Toto learns from my mistakes.
To do this voice, that's why I never practiced it, but
Well, I know how much you want to do this voice, and I know I love this voice, so I'm happy to let you do this one.
let me know when you start messing about with it.
Just very quickly before they start, while they're all focused on what they're doing, Elspeth is going to cast invisibility on herself and change her clothes into the clothes of the changeling.
I will sit next to Galan to help him with the car.
Ready, Toto?
All right, I'm ready. Let's try and knock up a few of these explosive arrows.
1 second. I roll up my sleeve and place the holy symbol to my forehead and go, grant me the knowledge.
Guys, I am sure you want to do this in this car.
As long as we don't expose it to anything volatile, it shouldn't explode. Now, 1 second, I need to focus.
Cloud
no.
only gave him a handful anyway.
You only want a couple.
Oh, knowing mother, bless me with the knowledge to make this equipment. Give me the knowledge of another who has used this before. Story of one before. That his story might unfold and give me the knowledge to use and work these tools. Whenever you're ready, take over, Scott.
Apologies in advance if this isn't as where it should be. First, you get the powder, and you have to be very careful. You don't want to miss my mistakes as you get the powder and takes it all in tiny form and wrap very gently. No air hose. Air hose bad. Air hose goes boom. And you start to feel this really frantic and crazed old man's voice start to fill the back of your head, giving you these like very frantic and often, as you're doing very delicate work, he's like, "No, don't do that! There's a hanger at my hand," and you just get this gas, like kind of at the side of your eye, a ghastly hand disappearing with you, several digits missing. Going, "Learn from my mistakes."
Yeah, I use bromancy to make my voice come out like that as I'm doing this work.
Yes, that part's good. This part's good. And make me a tinkering check to see how well you make this first one.
That would be an advantage if they're working together.
Yeah.
Yeah. If you want to do that, Toto, as you actually have the tools.
Yeah, I can do that.
Yeah, roll with advantage because I'm helping with the extra help of a very wise man.
What am I using?
Very wise indeed.
It's giving me the input value like a tribute. Do I just dexterity?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
If he were here, he'd be beaming with pride. Yeah. And I'll say that since you got the over 20 on one and an actual 20 on the other, I would say that making the entire satchel into a load of explosive arrows.
I'll use like half a satchel. I don't want to take loads. I just want to make a few arrows.
Are you sure now?
Yeah, I don't think Cloud would give me that much anyway.
Learn from my mistakes. Big boom, very handy. Just make sure you prepare. You can again, you can't see it, but Veska kind of gets this like image of like a hand with like several digits missing as he's waving about, and there's one with like 1 minute he's got a little pointer thing goes now. Make sure you light and then fire it off. Don't light too close because you go boom and bad. And you suddenly get this waft of gunpowder and like soot going in your face as you're sitting there with a child of it. It's still going. It's like, yeah, like this. It's not good. It's very bad.
Yeah, I literally convey that all in Victor's voice.
Jesus Christ, man, what happened to your voice?
I learned
The
from
vessel is
his
nice out of the
mistakes.
learning, man. Or the vessel ham.
I learned from his mistakes.
I'm starting to question these arrows, man. You're
As
freaking me
lo-
out.
As long as you don't set them off too close to you, or set the fuse too short, there won't be any big booming face, and you will have learned from his. And I literally hold up my hand and closing the fingers that Victor's lost. Just going, learn from his mistakes.
Cloud, this might have been a mistake. I think you need to get rid of the powder. This
Your
has gone weird again.
air pockets are bad.
Oh, hell no. The powder goes bang, but I've had a few ideas with my alchemy kit that I might be able to refine it into something that makes more of a potent explosion.
Okay, okay. I've used about half a bag's worth.
Yeah, Cloud was still holding on to at least one of the bags himself.
One full bag.
30 feet behind the.
Yeah, I'll just do like half a bag's worth of arrows.
Do me a favor, roll me 2d10.
Go on, 210.
Fuck. 13 arrows worth you get.
Yeah, baby.
We literally made a baker's dozen worth of bomb arrows.
Only because you got the nat 20, otherwise I'd asked just for a single 10's worth, but that's still 9, you motherfucker. But,
You know what damage it does, or you can sort that out another time if you want.
I'll figure that out if and when we need be.
Yeah, alright.
As for the
Um,
satchels, that's another thing. But anyway, anything else before you head off again?
Oh, Gallon's driving.
and I hit the reins on the cart on the horse is quite hard. So basically, trying to get the horse to run as fast as ah.
Do remember, Macra is sat right next to you, so she thinks anything can go. If she thinks you're doing something wrong, she can stop you.
Yes.
So, how hard
So,
are you hitting the horses to get them to move, Gallon?
as hard as I can. Basically, I want the horse to just go for a bolt. I don't know whether I need to roll.
You do. I wouldn't say
Okay.
that you or Maka need to roll for that specifically, but I think the rest, do me a favor, roll me a strength check.
Oh fuck.
Oh, shit.
Me?
May I ask,
No, not
did
Maka.
I,
Everyone else.
did I get in the car by now, or am I still outside the
You're
car?
just outside the car approaching it while it's still going at a slow pace, and
Bloody hell.
Veska's managed to hold on.
I don't know where my roll is getting a +1 from, but that shouldn't be a +1, so that should be a 5, not a 6.
Yeah, don't worry about that. Oh my god, I got worse.
Straight 0.
As Galen decides to go, I want these horses to go faster. As he reins his arm back, I'm going to say just for the 0, accidentally elbows Maka, and as she loses her footing in the back of the car, everyone looks back and goes, "Wait, what the?" And as he goes, whoosh, the horse just goes hell for leather, and Cloud just watches as both Elspeth and Maka and Toto just tumble off the back.
Elspeth's still invisible.
Oh,
But yeah, all we see is like the dirt as the ground gets says like pump and just sees like a little dust cloud as you roll while still invisible. Everyone else is just like face planted it off the back of the cart.
Hey, Toto, you got hold of those arrows?
I'm off. I'm off the back of the cart.
Right.
Are you still holding on to them though?
Yeah, I got him.
Good.
Right. Bisco will jump into the front of the cart, try and get the reins off Gallon, and use command to go, oh, ease up and slow down the horse. Try and get it to slow up because, God forbid, if Gallon keeps us going at this pace.
Contest his strength check.
That horse ain't listening to you, boy. It's just like. "No." If you want to do a contested strength check, by all means, boys.
Well, I mean, if Fiska does try to take the reins from Galen,
I'm not taking the reins from Gallon.
Roll anyway in case it goes in a natural one. One.
Galen, make a strength check.
sorry.
God
Ah,
damn
you
it,
make
Gallon!
it. Yeah.
Damn it, Gallon! Stop this! You've knocked everyone else off the fucking car.
Oh, right. Sorry, I didn't know that. Yeah, I'll stop the thing. Stop the horse.
You stop the horse a good. Given the fact that the horse was bolting, but 300 feet away from the other party members, as they all kind of like face planted the dirt and rolled. And
Gallon,
Who fell off? Do a roll call. I'm here. Who else is here?
just me.
Oh, hi. Where's everyone else?
About 300 feet behind us.
Why did they leave the cart when? Makes no sense to me.
Because someone hit the horse so hard it bolted, sending them flying. I was just about able to hold on to the car, keep from going off myself.
Huh?
So,
Who hit the
Gallon,
horse?
you. So, unless you learn how to restrain yourself, you're not going to be in charge of driving the horse again.
I think I did okay, but we'll table that for the moment. We'll wait for everyone to come onto the.
Sit in the back. Because you'll need to apologize to everyone when they catch up.
Apologize for.
Sending them flying off the court, off the carriage.
But I did it.
May I ask, how's Maka looking?
bit of a bruise on the face.
I mean, Is she pissed off?
Maka, how do you feel?
Angry? Very
Yeah,
angry.
yeah. I helped Toto and the invisible Elizabeth up, and I take a few steps away from Maka.
Okay,
I'm
we
going
all.
to Gawan.
It takes the party collectively a good 5 or so, maybe 10 minutes to catch up with the now stopped cart.
Yeah, invisibility has dropped, by the way, when I got knocked off the cart.
I
It
just
kind of
lean
shook her
down.
concentration. She's not invisible anymore.
Is she
Cloud
close?
leans down to
She is
Toto
clothed.
and just goes, "Maybe we should hold the explosives away from this for the minute."
Oh, this is going to get interesting. I'm hanging around for this, but I'm going to keep the explosives as far away as possible.
Cool. This is quite the predicament.
Gallon's just chilling at the back, like, yeah, okay, waiting for everyone to come back.
So, can I go to Gawan?
You can go up to Gallon, yeah.
Biscuit moves as far away from Gallon as possible.
I want to kick Gawan.
What? Sorry.
I want to kick him.
Just kick him. Just okay. Make a unarmed strike.
Unarmed strike. How to roll an arm strike?
Uh,
That is your strength.
20 plus strength.
I miss him.
Gallon's just kind of sitting there, completely unable to see things.
Are you trying to kill us?
What? Oh, hi, Maka. How are you? No, I'm not trying to kill you. Why do you ask?
What did you? How? Are you crazy?
Um, so, okay, get this, right? New information. Apparently, someone hit the horse really, really hard, and
Someone.
that's when the horse started running very far away. But I
Someone.
didn't realize that.
Someone hit the horse.
Yeah,
Can I kill this someone?
that's what I said. Yeah, someone hit the horse.
Okay, can I kill him?
Huh?
Now who hit the horse?
I don't know. Visca said someone hit the horse, and then
I said
he
you
said,
hit the horse.
"Why would I hit the horse? The horse was going forward, and I was controlling."
Bisk is still backing up away. Just shouts to Maka, whatever you do, make sure you don't hit the horse. Just make sure you hit Gallon.
Can I try
And
to kick? Can I try to kick Gawan again?
and also, I need to remind you. Yesterday, there was something buzzing around, hitting me as well. So I think, don't quote me on this, but I think there's another person on the cart with us who's going around kicking. 16 still misses.
What's your strength modifier?
-2.
14.
That
Oh.
started.
AC is 17.
Why does your strength save have a -2?
Because I don't have strength.
Okay.
So I think here's what we need to do. Once everyone's here, we need to take a moment to think about and start looking out for a bit more on this person who's going around kicking.
Gowan,
Yes?
are you trying to lie me?
No, I tell the truth and only the truth.
Are you sure about that?
Yeah. Soldier's honor.
You have honor?
Sorry, could you repeat that?
I think she just asked if you had honor.
Well, yes. I mean, honor, justice. Actually, that's all I can think about at the moment. But, soldier's honor.
But you're not a soldier.
I was a soldier.
Yes, and I was a little girl in the past. A cute little girl.
You were a cute little girl in the past.
Yes, I was.
Ah, can I? I'm gonna try to hug Maka, but I can't see where she is. I don't know. I might just hug something randomly, or like a tree or something.
Nothing about that. You'll be just hugging me there. Just kind of like feeling about and just not getting anything if Mecca decides to accept it or step aside.
Ah!
Hold,
Ah!
hold still. I can't find you. Stand still. So where is everyone else?
Uh, far away from me.
Oh, are they being mean to you? Because then I can tell them off if you want.
I think that they're smart enough to stay away from me right now because I'm really angry at you, and
But I didn't do anything.
I still want to cast a fireball upon of you.
Wait, does Maka actually cast fireball, or is she asking me to? Does she want to cast fireball on me?
I think she's asking you, do you want one?
Well, no, but I've not really drunk since the incident where you hit me with the bottle. And actually, even then, I wasn't really drinking. It was you who made me drink. So really, if you think about it, I haven't drunk since before we went to see the Asharis. So really, I'm keeping my side of the agreement.
Oh.
Come here. Let's hug it out. Let's hug it out.
And you will promise me not to do stupid things again?
I will try.
And you will promise?
I will
In
promise.
in the name of justice, soldiers' honors, and I don't know what you believe in.
I promise, in the name of justice, I will try not to do silly things. But I still think we should investigate this invisible person that's been bothering. Deal? Awesome. Hug it out.
Okay, Jill.
Yeah. We'll wait for everyone else to come back.
Okay. They tentatively, after seeing just how tense things seemed, just slowly approach.
Before we get back to the car, Elspeth is gonna grab Visca's hand and pull him to one side, just for a moment. And she's gonna go, I think this, and she's gonna point at the eye that's around her neck, is what's causing the issue with my magic. Can people hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay.
Yeah, can
Yeah,
hear you.
heard you.
Alex has muted himself.
Oh god, has he gone AFK when I'm trying to quickly roleplay with him? Fuck.
Yep.
I think he mentioned he was disappearing.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he's read it in
Oh,
the
okay.
chat.
I'll wait for him to come back then.
Wrong
We'll
channel.
put a pause on that. So other people can do other things very quickly.
Anyone else want to do anything?
Toto's just watching to see if Maka blew Galen up.
Toto just sees us hug it out.
He looks at Cloud and says, "That's kind of nice. I'm kind of glad she didn't blow him up."
Yeah, and you just see Cloud sort of with the satchels wrapping it in the spare leather armor he's got, just so no flames can actually get to the gunpowder.
Smart move, my man. Smart move.
Aha, he's back.
What did I miss?
You missed Elspeth trying to talk to you, so she actually spoke to herself. Because Becca didn't notice that you put me right back in the chat. Before we get back to the car after Maka and Galen, she's going to pull you to one side and she's going to point at the eye around her neck and go, I think this is what's causing the problems with my magic.
Oh. I'm sorry, I'm the issue again.
No, you're not causing me the issue. Whatever this is doing to my magic is causing me the issue. What's going on? What's happening?
Try and cast your fairy fire on me.
I'm worried it'll do something I don't want it to do and it'll hurt you. I don't want to hurt you.
There's nothing you could do that would hurt me more than what I've been hurt in the past. Then, heck, any damage you can do, I'm pretty sure I can heal.
That doesn't make it better. I don't want to hurt you.
But by doing it this way, I can understand what sort of magic you're using. I might even be able to tell you proper source of it and maybe figure out what's going on.
She's going to cast Fairy Fire on herself. Well, she's going to try and cast Fairy Fire on herself.
And it would appear that it works this time.
Fuck. What is going on?
Visca gets close to Elspeth and takes her hands in his and looks her in the eye. I know it's frustrating, but when you say the magic is being passed through you, what sort of feeling does it give you as it goes through you?
I don't know, I wasn't paying attention. It's just not what it was meant to be.
That's the thing. If it's magic you're using, it's meant to be. It's probably just not what you expect it to be.
While she's got Visca's hand in hers, can she accidentally cast Cure Wounds on him?
Cast Cure Wounds.
I know you don't need healing. I'm going to roll it anyway. That's also incorrect. That should... I've left the spellcasting ability as Charisma, but fuck it.
So you cast it as your bardic self.
Time heals all wounds. That's brilliant.
Let me cast it as my freaking... If you're going to be pernickety about it, I'm going to cast it not as my bardic self. There you go. Okay, I wasn't even casting a spell that time. That's literally what she said. It's just, I wasn't even casting anything.
Does the eye glow when she does that?
Faintly, yeah.
Huh. It would seem the knowing mother has blessed you with her knowledge. It seems like you've gained the abilities of the cleric of Ayun. But from the feeling of it, this magic seems to be more of her arcane nature rather than the book nature which I have.
Well, considering I can't, I would assume that would be why it doesn't feel like that. Why, though? Like, I had this chat with her. I'm not religious in any way. She can certainly have it back.
That's the thing. Mistress does really seek the most traditional of believers. If you're willing to learn and practice one form of the teaching which, going by you, would be the arcane, I think she's more than happy to bless you with her knowledge and ability. To be honest, just the mere fact that you can use magic and that you're willing to help others is probably why she took an interest in you, the ability to use her magic. All I can say is I'm a little happy because at least I know no matter what, she's looking over and protecting you.
How do I get her to stop overriding my magic?
That's the thing. You may not realize it, but it's not her casting through you. It's you drawing from her. You're subconsciously choosing the spells in which you're casting. You're going to need to actually truly focus on the spell and the nature of the spell. You're going to have to feel your spells when you cast them. That's the only thing I can think of to help. I do apologize apologize.
Well, at least I know kind of what's going on now, I guess.
Right. Let's see. Right. You have the ability to heal with both magics, right?
Oh god, hang on. Out of character. Hang on. I've got to see what I set up, how I set her spells up very quickly.
Yeah, no problem.
I think she can. I think Healing Word is Bardic and Cure Wounds is Cleric, but I want to double check that. Oh, why is my internet being so slow? Yeah, Healing Word is Bardic, Cure Wounds is Cleric. So she goes, yeah, well, I can heal with my magic. Apparently I can do it with hers as well.
Well, what I want you to do next time you use you use your own magic, I want you to remember the feeling that you get when you use it to heal someone. Then, try and use her magic to heal someone. Or like you just did. Remember that feeling. Then, you'll have two distinct feelings for the magic. Using that as a base, it might help you focus on which one you're going to cast. I wish I could explain it better, but I've never had the issue of having the only other means of spellcasting I have is my infernal spellcasting, and that's that comes from the form of pain I receive, and I wish to send back to the person who inflicted it.
Oh well, and maybe it'll be something that will just come with practice, but I think Maka is done not killing Galen right now, so maybe we should get back.
Yes, and Biscuit gently places his forehead against Elspeth's and goes, I'm just glad to know that you're protected by more than just the people here.
Elspeth will just give him a hug. And then lead him back to the cart.
Okay.
We definitely need to make sure Galen never takes the reins again. So once we get back to the cot. Okay, guys. Quick question. Everyone in favor of banning Galen from ever taking the reins of the again, raise your hand.
Toto doesn't raise his hand.
Elspeth goes, maybe we should teach him to drive the cart? If he really feels the need to, he should be given the chance to learn, but maybe we should have someone sit with him for a while.
There was someone sat with him, it didn't stop him. But yes, the whole point of doing it whilst we were on this road was so he could learn. He just needs to learn to take responsibility for his mistakes as well.
Gavin promised me not to do silly things.
Okay. Thank you, Maka. Toto, do you feel up to taking the reins again?
He
I
his promise.
I think I need to bring something up as well to everyone. There seems to be an invisible creature going around hitting all of us. It hit me yesterday. It hit the horse today. I think we need to invest.
That sounds terrifying, and I'm not moving this car until we get to the bottom of it.
I agree.
Well, today the thing that hit the horse was you, Gallon.
I didn't hit the horse.
Gallon, when you took the reins, what was the first thing you did with them?
What I learned to do, you hit the reins to get the horse.
Yep. You do realize you hit the horse with the rein, right?
That's what you're supposed to do.
Yes, you hit the horse so hard you almost hurt poor thing.
No, 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 that's not possible.
Gallon, if you had done it correctly, the horse wouldn't have bolted like it did.
But as you said, remember, there seems to be another thing that hit the horse, so it
No, there was no.
perhaps, and now hear me out here. I didn't hit the horse. Someone else did. I think we should investigate this.
Very well. But if you are found to be guilty, what can we do as a punishment for you, Gallon? Anyone have any ideas?
I think he's been punished enough. I mean, he hasn't been able to drink in so long. I'm not surprised he wants to get a bit of excitement
Yeah,
in his life.
it's been almost 10 days.
Yes, but think about this. He's not willing to own up to his own mistakes.
Warriors of justice do not lie. We own up to our mistakes. I had
I
this
trust him.
conversation with Maka as well.
Cloud just sort of walks past him, pulls up the, picks up the wand of shocking grass and just taps him with it.
Okay, that'll work. Right, now,
Wait,
tell me.
did he actually use the wand of shocking grasp?
Oh yeah, just very slightly, just a little zing.
You're not actually casting it, you're just trying to get a lot of kind of like zap off it.
Yeah, yeah, not a full like jam it
Bas-
in and watch him go buzz, but just a little spark.
Basically, you're trying to give him that static shock you get when you press a metal button and just get that little jolt back for no apparent reason.
Exactly.
Ah, see, there's definitely something here.
Gallon, that was Cloud.
Why would Cloud shock me? He can't shock other people.
He has a wand that can do that. And your punishment, if found guilty, will be a charge from that wand.
Punishment for what exactly?
If you're found guilty of hurting the horse and making up rumors about an invisible being,
Why would I hurt the horse and then lie about it? Makes no sense to me.
denial of truth. You may not see the facts yourself, but others around you do.
Hmm.
Toto, have you felt anything tapping you or any kind of invisible creature in the cart as of late?
I mean, no, but I feel like Gallon has a face I can trust. So, and he's right. Why would he make it up?
What about
I
you,
believe.
Elspeth? Have you felt or perceived any invisible being on the cart?
Well, unless you count Cloud mucking about when I cast invisibility on him, then no.
What about you, Maka?
I don't know. I will believe in Galen's words. For now.
What about you, Cloud?
Cloud just sort of looks at Galen, and again, as he's speaking to Visca, taps Galen on the opposite shoulder with his tail.
At that tap, Galen's just gonna start slashing at that side. See, I told you there's something there.
That was Cloud's tail.
Oh, why would Cloud hit the horse then?
Cloud didn't hit the horse. You did.
I was behind the cart when you hit the horse, my friend.
It could have been your tail. It seems your tail can go very far.
It can go as far as I'm standing next to you, but that's about it.
Hmm. So I
Maybe you
think
should activate your eyesight a bit more often.
okay, I'll remember that for next.
Also, Galen, when the horse started bolting, only you and Maka were sat in the front, and Maka had her hands on the seat. You were the only one who had the ability to do anything to the horse.
Yeah, actually, Maka, what happened? You were sitting there, and the next thing I know, Visca's telling me you weren't there. Did you just go for a walk or something?
I didn't. When you hit a horse, I tried. When I saw you that you're trying to hit a horse, I tried to stop you, but something went really wrong, and in the next moment, I was in the back of the car.
Oh,
And
okay. Um, hmm. That's strange.
How about we do this? We all get back in the cart. Toto, if you would be so kind as to carry on driving. In the future, Galen, someone will teach you how to drive. And you will drive the way they teach you how to drive, not how you think it should be done.
Well, I mean, I know how to drive, but sure, that's fine.
We want you to know how to drive correctly, Galen.
I mean, I do know how to do it correctly, but sure, I will learn how to drive correctly in quotation marks.
So, shall we head back off? Is the horse alright, Toto?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the horse is okay.
Good,
A little
good.
spooked, but oh,
DM has BRB'd.
Yeah, the horse is just standing there going, "Who the fuck have I been sold to?"
Elspeth is just gonna start thinking of different clothes, and you'll watch the clothing she's wearing change.
I'm just waiting for the string bikini.
No. Although I do have an outfit picked out for if she ends up pretending to work in a brothel again. I went through and found pictures on the internet of the clothes I think she'd wear because I'm sad.
Well, one, now you definitely have to share the link, and two, what is the actual item?
It's called Clothes of the Changeling. Let me link it to you in Discord.
I do have to ask, does Visket actually say that out loud?
No,
Oh.
he just thinks it.
You do know Cloud has mask of many faces, so he could just look like Elizabeth in a string bikini.
God.
Just so we're all clear, Toto is not gay for Cloud. I would just like to clear that up right now.
At which point, everyone just looks to Toto. Sure.
So I've just linked the actual item in Discord. Let me find the picture of Elspeth. Going to a brothel and pretending to work their outfit.
Also, welcome back, Scott.
Yeah, what did I miss? Anything?
We were just
Sure.
amusing ourselves with discussions of what Elspeth is changing her clothing to, because as I said, she's just sitting there thinking up different outfits and the clothes are changing.
Is that Victoria's Secret?
I don't have a clue. I just found the picture on the internet, and I was like, "Yep, that's the thing she'd wear if she was pretending to work in a whorehouse again."
Yeah. Red and gold is really nice.
So,
It's pretty fancy, yeah.
whenever you're ready, Toto.
Let's go.
Okay, we'll do a full day travel. And I will say at this point it has got to the point where you are reaching on the point in the road where straight ahead is 2 days to Westrun. To the east is where you've seen the green flash come from. Just kind of reaching that waymark on the road.
Look, guys, it's not too late to
No.
go and check out this thing in
No.
the east and just not go to Westrun. So we're going to check out the thing in the east, yeah?
You can go. I won't be going with you.
And how is that any different to when we get to Westrun?
What do you mean?
Elspeth's just looking at Visca right now.
I've actually got some things I need to take care of in Westrun, and I don't know how long it'll take me. So I might be leaving the party for a while.
Good one.
Oh, he's serious.
Why do you think I have a friend coming to meet us?
Catch up.
Beer and pizza.
Beer and pizza sounds good.
No, my friend, I asked him to meet us because, well, I feel like he'll be better at helping protect you whilst I'm not with you.
Toto won't even finish listening to the conversation. He'll just walk away.
You're driving
Or
the car.
not on the car. Yeah,
About
we're on
to
the car.
Yeah, you're still.
He's gonna stick his hands over his ears and pretend like he's not.
You're holding the rein.
Yep, he don't care. He's holding the reins in one hand over his ears. He's just ignoring.
To say that he knows what he's doing, so he manages to wrap them around his like forearm and then
Around his
put his
neck.
hands up so he can steer whilst funneling you guys out.
That's how fucking good he is at driving a car.
He's like a little kid when mum and dad are splitting up.
Oh Jesus, that upset me.
Toto doesn't take abandonment well.
Don't worry. Toto's the only one I'm abandoning.
I think you mean isn't the only one.
No, I got the wording correct. Because I'm kidding. When we get to Westrun, I want my friend to help you and look after you. I deal with some stuff. But I will look into getting a way for you to be able to talk to me if you ever need me. After all, I might need to do this by myself, but it doesn't mean I don't want to still stay in touch. And if you need me, come to your aid. After all, you're all dear friends of mine, and if it weren't for the fact that I found I had to do this by myself, I'd continue traveling with you.
Elspeth is just silent.
There's just nothing but the sound of just like the kind of cart and horse just trotting through. Dead quiet. Not even a breeze.
Awkward.
Cloud sort of just dozes off a little bit.
Roughly what time of the day is it?
Sun's just about going down.
And you said we're about 2 days travel still from Westrun.
Yeah.
Should we keep going or should we make camp? I think Visca and Elspeth might need to talk.
If the horse is willing to keep going, I'm willing to keep going. I'll take the exhaustion. If everyone else wants to sleep.
Make a animal handling check to see if the horses want to go further.
I knew taking a proficiency in animal handling would pay off.
Now watch as he rolls a nat 1.
The one nobody takes. Yeah, boy.
Oh, I should have known that time. Well, the horse is willing to carry on, almost like it's got a second wind. Almost is like, yeah, let's just get moving. And
Yeah,
The horse understands the awkwardness of the situation. Avoid it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep going. Just keep on going as long as the horse does. Like I'm good. Everyone else can sleep. I'm just gonna focus on keep going where we're going.
And
cool.
as we're about 2 days away, we should be meeting up with London at any point now.
And the question is, does Toto actually take us to Westrun?
Yeah, he's not that much of a dick.
Just wanted to check.
I thought about it, about waiting until you guys were asleep and then going in a different direction, but nah, he's not that much of a dick.
In Halfling, Elspeth is going to go to Toto Just let me know when you want to stop and become someone else.
Yeah, when we're kind of outside the city, well, I'll pull up and you're gonna have to sort me out.
Did he respond in halfling?
Yeah,
Awesome.
definitely.
Okay. You're passing that travel waypoint and pushing the horse to in its rather surprisingly compliant nature now. Managed to shave an extra 12 hours off the journey by just riding on all through the night. And now set a day's ride from Westrun. Will you set up camp for the night? And it's up to you guys if you want to carry on a little bit further or call it there for today where you're a day's travel from Westrun. Do you guys?
As in game or out of game?
Out again.
I'm okay to carry on for a bit longer if everyone else.
I can probably go for about another half an hour.
Yeah, I'm fine with that as well.
Yeah, half an hour is good.
Yeah, I'm good if everyone else is.
Cool. So, following morning, anyone want to start off with anything in particular?
Yeah, I'm going to use message to get in touch with London to let him know how close we are now. Sending, I mean. We are about a day's away from Westrun by horse. Should see you soon.
There's a slight delay before there is a response. But the response essentially is, well, you're certainly taking your time, old friend. See you when you get here, and he'll give you a name of a place, but I'm not quite sure what it is yet. So he'll inform you at some point where that is.
Okay.
During our long rest over the night, Cloud would have would have stepped away from the group probably just a little ways and experimented with a little bit of the gunpowder and his alchemy kit to see if he can somehow refine it to something a bit more potent.
Check with the alchemy set. Intro, all you do is mess around with about handfuls worth of gunpowder, and it doesn't really seem to. You tried various different mixtures, and it doesn't seem to make any difference. Apart from maybe the color of which when it goes, poof, all you've done is change the colors. A simple like black smoke to from light smoke to a green smoke. You're like, this isn't quite what I had in mind, but
Can have a bit of fun with that, but that's fair enough.
anyone else got anything they want to do?
Nah, I think Galen will sit with whoever's at the front with Devil's Sight activated just to kind of see what they're doing.
Okay. Up after the various hours going by, end up on the outskirts of Westrun.
This is when I'm gonna pull the cart over. I'm gonna get Elspeth's attention and say, "We're coming up onto Westrun. I'm gonna need a sweet disguise."
Okay, let's step away and see what I can do.
All right, You gotta make me look beautiful, okay?
Oh fuck. She's gonna go. How about? I know Cloud is also good at disguising. How about we bring him? We don't need to tell him why we're doing it, but we can get him to lend a hand. Might make it go quicker.
I trust Cloud. We get Cloud.
You rang.
We are. You and me are going to make Toto not look like Toto.
Fair enough.
Okay.
What you got for me, Catman?
Should we both make disguise kit rolls? Or one of us make it with advantage?
One
Your
makes it
choice,
with
mate.
advantage.
Want me to take it?
Yeah, you do it.
Yeah.
Okay,
boy.
what do you do?
With advantage, do you want to roll again?
Just in case we get in that 20.
Oh, sorry. There you go. 22. Nice. That's the question. What does Cloud and Becca want to do?
Should we make him look like a gnome? He's about the right height.
Well, in Cloud's kit, he's got a few very special items in his disguise kit, and he, because what color hair does Toto have?
Kind of like blondish hair.
He pulls out this peculiar sort of powder, strokes it through your hair, and your hair goes from a blonde to a dark brunette hair. Pulls out a little vial and drops it into your eyes, and your eye color changes. And then obviously, if Elizabeth wants to do something with his fashion sense to hide his sort of chest hair, make him look a little bit more gnomish.
Yep, so she'll just sort of button him up a bit and sort of take her jacket off. It's going to be a little bit long on him, but it's just going to look like a long jacket and sort of put it on him.
All right, I'm liking it. I'm liking it. Feeling good.
Actually, she doesn't need to take her jacket off because she's wearing the clothes the changing. So she goes and gets her old jacket and puts it on him.
Cloud takes out another sort of different powder and starts wiping it over your face, your arms, any bit of skin that's exposed, and he's going to make your skin. He's going to go lighter with your skin, so it's a bit more pale color, but hides
White
any
face.
freckle. Not like completely white, but you're going to be a bit more paler skin than sort of like a tan color.
Do we have anything we could make his ears a bit
Okay.
more pointy?
Yep, Cloud pulls out some sort of like waxy stuff, puts it on his ears, and sculpts it up into just a slight point on it.
Elspeth just goes, I think I need your kit. Mine's just makeup.
It's a little bit difficult for any just gestures to him hold, obviously his fur, and just goes. It's a little bit more difficult for someone like me to disguise myself. I need some very unique items.
Yeah, I can see that.
Cloud, you reckon you can shave my mutton chops off with your dagger?
Not a
These
problem.
bad boys gotta go. These are my signature look. Nobody will know it's me if I get rid of these mutton chops.
Well, do you want to get rid of them, or shall I just hide them?
Fuck it, get rid of them.
He like pulls out a blade and say goodbye, and just starts giving him a nice clean shave.
Goodbye, Chops. Goodbye, old friends. I just watch them.
As
Watch them fall
smooth as
to
a
the ground.
baby's bottom.
Yeah, I feel like I look pretty good. I think I suit being unknown. I might become one.
I kind of like you the way you are. I think you should stay you. But this will do for now.
What am I gonna call myself? What's my name? Shit. I
Oh,
haven't thought this through. I'm starting to panic.
don't panic.
Toby?
Toby, enough like Toto that if anyone accidentally calls you Toto, we can just brush it off as people mishearing.
Alright, Toby it is. Thanks, guys.
You're welcome. And we walk back to the cart.
You guys and Toby approach the others.
Hey, where's Toto? And who's the gnome?
I am Toby.
Okay, Toby. Where's Toto?
It's me.
Yes, I can clearly see it's you, Toby. But where's Toto?
Toby is Toto. He's left a bit of a string of broken hearts in Westrun and doesn't want every woman in the place chasing after him. So he asked me and Cloud to make him look different.
And it's very difficult for him to do this, and Cloud just uses mask and many faces to change his appearance.
Okay.
Alright, go off. Do you think I can pick up one of them hats? That, you know, the disguise hat? I've seen people wearing that shit.
I will admit, this, and he points at himself, is very useful, but. And he walks up and touches you, and you'll see a complete difference where his hand should have touched you before he actually touches you. There is a slight downfall to it.
Yeah, you're right. Well, I'm just gonna have to just keep this look up for the rest of the time we're in Westrun, which won't be long, right? Won't be long.
Ah, it'd be fine, don't worry.
Yes.
Just try and roll your R's a little bit, just to change the voice slightly, if you need to go that far.
Also, try speaking in a higher pitch.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
You've put me on the spot a little bit. I don't
Yeah.
really know what to say.
Yep, considering the look, yeah, you sound about right for an adolescent gnome whose voice is just crackling.
Brilliant.
Right, come on, Pippin, let's go.
His name is Toby.
It's fucking Toby.
Okay, Toby.
When you
What?
leaving again?
I once knew a Pippin, very fun guy. Did you know gnomes eat so much? It's astounding. Amazing. They can eat, I think it was 17 meals in a day? Oh, sorry, I got sidetracked. Did you ask me something?
It's not important. Let's just go.
Okay.
So, as you all enter into a Westrun via the city gates, noticing that there was this large, tall, towering structure with a dome-like thing and something protruding at the top of it. The Humanar Observatory, for those who are familiar with Westrun. Holloway, as the entrance to the place where you're going is the Scholarway ward.
Yep.
Any particular destination that you think you would like to go to of all the 6 wards in Westrun, Visca?
Is there any place you would wish to visit? There's plenty of things to see in Westrun. I don't mind showing.
What time of the day is it?
Mid-afternoon.
Um, should we find a place to rest because we've been traveling for a very long?
That's no problem. I'll take them to a fairly decent and fairly inexpensive inn where they can house the horse and cart as well.
You take them through the streets of Westrun. It's been very busy lately, as it seems to be a large bit of traffic and seems to be a lot going on. And as you finally reach the residential area where you think there could be a decent place to stay that's not too expensive, it's got enough of a stable room for you to put the horse and cart, and seems like there's enough room there to house everyone for a night or two.
If you guys wish to rest, I shall come meet you in the morning. As I have to go to the temple and make a report on what's happened, and I also need to do some paperwork.
Sorry, what time of the day did you say it was?
Mid-afternoon.
Could you not do all these things after you've left us?
Yes, I can do that, but I figured if I did them before, it might. Never mind. Yes, right. So there are quite a few districts to Westrun, as you might have known. Is there anything you would like to see?
Cloud's passive perception notices that there's a group of people not far from where the party is, just all kind of staring at something coming down a nearby alley.
If it's the highest passive perception, that's Cloud, followed by me.
Yeah, it's Cloud. I'm saying is the one that's got the highest passive perception he notices.
So just stands up a little bit taller and just see what they're looking.
It looks vaguely like an elephant, standing on its 2 back legs, walking towards your general direction,
So I looked
minding
at
its
him
own
like,
business.
well, I've heard of them, but I've not seen one before. Bloody hell.
A lot of people just kind of be looking at it as if like, what the hell is this thing? We'd never seen one. They could have all just kind of looking at it in confusion.
What are you talking about, Cloud?
I forget the name of them. I've heard a couple of tribes have come to Taldore, but I weren't expecting to see one. And he gestures down the road towards it.
And Fisker turns around and looks.
You recognise who it is.
Ah, it's. Give me a sec. Viscous steps out and goes, London, my friend, over here.
He acknowledges you and starts approaching.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is my friend, London van Hohenheim. um, paladin of the crown of Whitestone. Guten Tag, comrade.
Elspeth has quietly walked away, stealthily disappeared.
Okay. London approaches and Elspeth just slips away.
Do you want me to roll a stealth check?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, cool.
Gone.
I
That's
was
okay.
so hoping that would be a 1.
So part of me was also hoping it would be low, but it's fine.
Greetings, friend. I am London Van Hohenheim, friend of Viscus. He said he would like me to accompany you going forward as he needs to handle something himself. I hope you don't mind me joining your party. It's certainly an interesting name for the group you have.
We don't need your help, cocknose.
Um,
You're out.
yeah,
Hello.
London literally towers over Toto. My friend, that is not a very nice way to speak to someone.
Cloud is just laughing, going, because it looks like a cock.
Oh, trust me, my dear friend. I have better use for a cock than being insulted by someone who's about the size of mine.
Whatever.
Now, I can understand if you're apprehensive at losing, but my friend has assured me he will come back to you, and when he does, if you still wish for me not to be a part of you, I shall leave. But I did promise him I would protect you.
Whitestone, you say, eh?
Yes, I'm a former guard of Whitestone. The Lord and Lady gave me a quest to expand my horizons and make comrades like Blade did back in their youth.
I had heard a couple of yous were up that way.
Yes, but I must say this is quite an interesting settle. An elf, a gnome, well, tiefling and Visca, a human, and a tabaxi.
Actually, Cloud currently looks like a human at the minute.
I would also like to point out, because I only just seen the message quite late, that Mac has also disappeared.
Huh.
Yeah, I only just seen a message after before she left was yeah, our wizard has slipped away as well.
Hi, I'm Galen. This is Maka. Um, she's standing right over here. That is Elspeth. She's standing right over there. That's Cloud. That's Toto.
It's Toby.
No, Galen can't see, so Galen's literally just pointing at random places and saying the part.
Ah, you must be the blind one Visca has told me about.
Yep, I'm
Galen,
Galen.
correct?
Yes.
It's a pleasure to meet another warrior of. And
Yes,
London
Justin.
literally grabs Galen's arm, and his hand just circles round Galen's, grasps it firmly. It's a
Fellow warrior of justice.
yes. Which guard company did you serve with? Town.
Well, hold on a second. I actually do need to look at my bio for this.
Right, it's amazing the
well-
backstories doesn't remember them.
Well, I was originally stationed in Iman, but I never really served.
You're part of the Amman Guard. I
Yes.
have a few friends from there. Quite an interesting lot, I must. Yes. Oh, I do
Do you
apologize for my accent. It tends to slip between the accent I picked up in Whitestone and the accent I have from my people.
so were you stationed in Iman before?
No, I've been to Amman as a member of the as a member of the Crown's Guard for Lord and Lady Dorolo.
Did you visit the military barracks there?
I stopped there whilst I was on duty with the Dorolos, yes.
Was there a guy named Gilfoy there?
Not that I not that
He
I
ma-
can recall.
okay.
And I do have quite a good memory.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Have you met everyone else?
Let's see. I've met the blind human, the tall human, the gnome, and Viska. Viska, I thought there was meant to be more in the party. Oh, there is. Seems that my wizard friend and a bard have vanished. I hope you can meet them shortly. The bard is something truly special. Yes, yes. I believe I was offering to show everyone around Westrun. Would you care to join us, London? It would be my pleasure if the others are happy for me to join you on this little adventure.
As the leader of the group, I consider yourself an honorary member of the Just Ice.
Just who are the Justice?
That's us, Team Justice.
Oh, my friend, how silly. You must have forgotten. And Visca told me. Your actual party name is. I can't believe you actually came up with this and agreed to it. The Virtues of Sin. Interesting name to say the least.
We technically never had a vote, and by default, the last time we had a vote was when my friend Taksim was here, and it was voted unanimously, 2 votes to none, that it would be Team Justice. So technically speaking, Fisker doesn't know what he's saying.
Yes. Viscous told me all about this as London gently pets Gallon on the head with his trunk.
Wait, what's that? What's tapping me in the head?
That
Someone?
would be my trunk.
Oh, were you the one who hit the horse before then?
I've only just met you.
Okay.
So, what is it around Western you planning to go see?
Well, you lot have fun with that. I've got personal business to deal with in Westrun. I will catch you later on this evening.
Oh,
And Cloud waves and walks away.
it was a pleasure meeting you. I shall see you of the evening, whichever is closest. So, Toby and Gallon, um, where was it Fisker was going to take you? Um, considering Toby's disposition, I was thinking he might like to see the red light district.
I'm just going back to wherever we're staying to go for a drink. I'll see you
Ac-
guys later.
We're
Actually,
still in the place you're staying.
Well, I'm
actually,
staying here.
London.
I thought we were out in the road. Well, you guys
Yeah,
were out
we
in the
saw-
road because you saw London
saw-
on the road.
Yeah, we saw him in the street.
Yeah, and I called to him and brought him in to meet you.
Oh, I just assumed you were all still stood out on the street.
Yeah, so did I. I'm staying here.
Okay.
Actually, Visca, if it's okay, I want to speak to London a little bit more about Iman and how things.
Sure.
I haven't been back in almost 15 years.
Sure, that's fine, Callan. I guess I'll go see if I can find Elspeth and Macca, and if not, I'm just going to head to the Cobalt Reserve, and if you need me, I'll be there. And Visca kind of just walks off.
Visca, let the Raven come with you. If you need the Raven, if you need help, just tap the Raven.
Okay. And Visca just taps his shoulder for the Raven to come land on it.
And call us if you need anything.
Same to you.
Sincere.
Yep. Visca will head off and have a search for Elspeth and Macca. See if you can find either one.
And Galen is going to sit there. We can do this kind of through messages, but essentially Galen is going to ask London to describe every little bit about Iman, how things are there, the military district, and everything. Basically, give me a picture description of what's happening in Iman.
Did Visca leave the inn to go looking for Elspeth and Macca?
Yes.
Then he won't find Elspeth.
Right. Do you want to call it there for tonight?
I think we'll call it there for tonight.